Good afternoon. I'm Jory Bennett, Executive Director of ArtPrize, and we're honored that you've joined us here today. As we approach our 10th anniversary in the fall, it's an exciting time for the ArtPrize organization, and we're thrilled to share what we have in store for the next decade. Thanks to the community, ArtPrize has been able to grow and thrive over the last 9 years due to the long-standing generosity and collaboration with individuals, sponsors, donors, artists, volunteers, venues, educators, and the city of Grand Rapids. I'd like to add a special thank you to the YMCA for busing down future artists and art lovers today and for creating meaningful learning experiences for the generations to come. Thanks, kids. Thanks for coming today. Today we are a city that does ArtPrize together, a 19-day holiday where art in the city is explored each fall. In the last 9 years, over 75,000 students have explored contemporary art at ArtPrize. More than 3 million visitors from near and far have discovered and rediscovered our city. And just in 2017 alone, $33 million in net new economic impact was generated in the city. We've also been recognized as the world's most attended public art event by the Art newspaper. That places Grand Rapids, Michigan at the top of an impressive list of biennials and festivals in cities like London, Paris, New York, Seoul, and Tokyo. ArtPrize is fortunate to be supported and fueled by over 125 corporate sponsors, local, national, and state grants and foundations, and thousands of individuals who care about the long-lasting effect that the arts have on Grand Rapids and our young people. The community's vested interest in ArtPrize makes it an incredible case study in community collaboration. With nearly a decade of experience under our belts and the incredible support of the community, we're in a distinct position to continue to be the accelerant for conversation about art and creative expression. Today, we're thrilled to announce Project One by ArtPrize, a brand new, citywide, large-scale public art exhibition that will reimagine how the community and visitors interact with public art in our great city. And in turn, the ArtPrize event will shift to a biennial schedule, with Project One by ArtPrize launching in the fall of 2019. In 2020, ArtPrize will return. In the fall of 2021, we will bring Project Two by ArtPrize to the city, and so on. Since its inception in 2009, ArtPrize has been an evolving experiment. Our job is to continue to push the bounds of how we engage the public in conversation about art and why it matters. Project One will be a major shift in the way our organization cultivates and presents art, but it will also serve as an amplifier to the ArtPrize years in the future. By moving ArtPrize to a biennial timeline, ArtPrize will become even more special and provide our community space and oxygen to be creative and ambitious. Our success is dependent on the support of the city, the community, our dedicated volunteers, artists, and venues. It's their energy and ideas that will take ArtPrize and now Project One to the next level. And now, to tell you exactly how Project One will operate, I'd like to introduce my colleague, ArtPrize Artistic Director, Kevin Beist.
Thanks, Jory. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And welcome to this, you're standing in an artwork. Before I talk about Project One, I just wanted to say why we're here just briefly. This Asphalt X is actually a sculpture by an American artist named Robert Morris. It was made in 1974. It's called Grand Rapids Project X. It's a wonderful artwork. It's little known. It's not the Calder. It's the sort of B-side to the Calder. It's the 70s public artwork that everyone forgot about. But we love it because this is an artwork that's about shifting perspectives and requiring your involvement. You can't experience this artwork unless you climb it, and stand among it like we're doing today, which is an inspiration to us. So, back to Project One. With Project One, ArtPrize will temporarily step away from officiating a competition and will instead commission immersive public artworks. As a counterpoint to the vast array of artworks vying for attention during ArtPrize competitions, Project One will invite visitors to slow down and engage with cutting-edge public art on a grand scale. In 2019 and in subsequent project years, a single artist or a small group of artists will present a citywide public art project, a temporary, focused activation that will be positioned to respond to the city's history, community, and sense of place. Artists and programs will be announced in early 2019. ArtPrize uses a game-like public vote to invite audience participation and gauge public opinion. Project One will instead offer a chance for artists to help us rethink how art, audiences, and the city can interact. Like ArtPrize, Project One will take place in September and October at sites in downtown Grand Rapids and will include educational and cultural programming that is free and open to the public. The exhibition will run for 6 to 8 weeks and will be punctuated by events, performances, and educational programs. This education programming will be carefully integrated into project years, giving us the opportunity for deeper engagement with Grand Rapids Public Schools and schools across the state. We'll continue to inspire our community's next leaders, a new generation of artists and art lovers. Putting on Project One will be a lot of work. The production costs and accompanying programming will be funded by ArtPrize with the support of our donors and sponsors. We look forward to forming many new collaborations around these projects in 2019, 2021, and beyond. Now I'd like to turn it over to the creator of ArtPrize, without whom this evolution to this point would not be possible, Rick DeVos.
Thank you, Kevin. It's my privilege to talk with you for a few minutes this afternoon about what's on the horizon for an event which has come to define the city of Grand Rapids for the better part of a decade. Nearly 10 years ago, ArtPrize started as a social experiment and, frankly, a pretty weird idea that has since expanded our city's exposure to arts and culture and exceeded everyone's expectations, including my own. From the very beginning, it has inspired imaginations and sparked conversation unlike any other contemporary art event in the world. The story of ArtPrize is one of community, and its success can be directly traced to the city of Grand Rapids and its people who make this vision possible. Since that first year, the ArtPrize team has continued to reinvent the project of ArtPrize and push the boundaries of what's possible. Today is the next step in that evolution. A decade of groundwork has been laid, allowing us to unleash the remarkable potential that Project One by ArtPrize offers. We believe that through Project One, our generous sponsors and supporters will help Grand Rapids realize an even greater return on its investment in arts and community. For those that give so generously of their time and passion to ArtPrize as a venue, artist, volunteer, business, or community partner, we're excited to give you as collaborators a fresh cadence and a new way to approach the fall each year. We challenge them to think big and to use this transformed platform to their advantage. As Grand Rapids solidifies itself on the international stage, we're proud of what the ArtPrize organization has accomplished and are confident our team will use that momentum to drive our expanded vision and artistic evolution forward in years ahead. This is another turning point for our city, and it will help us continue our legacy as an emerging epicenter for contemporary art. And we look forward to kicking off ArtPrize 10 in just a few short months and to celebrate with the community this monumental year. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.